Just woke up about 10 minutes ago, so I'm a little slow right now, but the weather looks like it'll be okay, even though it's pretty humid. You can see how it feels with that like little fog out there. It's about 70 some degrees outside, low 70s, 71. And I'm hoping I can get this thing taped and started to paint by like 8, and hopefully it doesn't get too hot too quick. You can see this is where I spilled the clear coat in the booth the last time. It's pretty sticky. I hear it sticking all in there. I never swept it out, so I was pretty upset. So we'll see how this goes. Alright, we are up and inflated. You can see the scene of the crime last time. It led to a lot of frustration. Surprisingly, I didn't stick too much. And you can definitely see that I gotta blow this thing out before I start painting again, because this is gonna be on the most visible part. So I'm gonna wipe the walls down, blow it out, make it as clean as possible in here, because that's the whole point of this thing. So let me get to it before I get rained on. Alright, I'm right in the middle of taping off the car. I laid out my plastic wrap right in the front, drug it over it, and stopped it right here. Popping that out, that gasket was incredibly dirty. Taking the wheels off, dropped a bunch of dirt, so I had to bring out my vacuum. I'm taking it slow and steady today, and if there's anything that goes awry, I'm gonna stop. Because last time when I had my mess up here, I was just trying to rush it and deal with it. I am not dealing with this. The day I chose today, overcast. It says it's gonna rain around 11, possibility of rain. So fingers crossed that doesn't happen. I'm gonna finish taping up the other side and get ready to lay some sealer, epoxy primer. We're finally all taped off, at least I think. I'm sure as I'm spraying, I'll be like, oh damn, there's a big gap, but I think we'll be good enough for now. And there'll be trim pieces everywhere covering most of the spots. Like up in here, there'll be trim, so I'm not too concerned with those areas. But the show pieces, right? Your A-pillars, your body. Not really concerned with this because the side skirt is planned to go down there. But I wiped it down with wax and grease remover, and I'm gonna paint the undersides of my trunk lid and my hood. And you probably should tape the other side, but I still gotta do body work and prep the top side, so I'm not too concerned about that. There will be overspray on there, but I need this to get done, because then when I paint the pieces, I can put them on here and it can be done and out of the way and not get damaged, hopefully. And the weather, I just checked it. The storm that was supposed to hit around 11, or the rain, it's gone. So I'm gonna eat, because that's probably the only time I'm gonna eat today. And then I'm gonna start spraying. All right, so what I learned a little bit from my last time I painted, when I was spraying my primer, number one, it was old. I got some new stuff. Still Eastwood. I don't know, why not? It's local. I'm using still a Harbor Freight gun, but this one is not drilled out, so it's still a 1.4 tip. And that's because when I actually looked at the TDS sheet, this is for the epoxy primer, so there you go, primer. HVLP gun, high volume, low pressure. The fluid tip is a 1.4 to 1.8. I was spraying it at a 2.0 tip, and my spray pressure is going to be about 25 PSI. 30-minute flash at 70 degrees. It is a little hotter than that, especially in the booth. So I will probably let it dry a little bit slower. No, sorry, a little bit faster. Check it at 20, I'll check it at 30, and I'll check it at 40, and if it's not dry, keep going. Keep adding time. But this will be my primer gun, and I'm going to do base and clear with this. And this is a 1.3 tip. And I have my TDS sheet for my clear and HVLP gun, 1.3 to 1.5 tip at 8 to 10 psi, which is at the air cap. I don't know how to measure that. And 30 to 35 at the inlet. So we'll just go with 30, I guess. Prep all. I did that before I ate, and I came back out. I did it again, and then I wiped everything down with a tack rag. So now I'm gonna mix up the primer. This is my mixer. It spins this. If there's something in there that spins. Mix it up for, give it a good 2-minute spin time. The 1-to-1 mixture here, I filled the first one up to the first 5, the second one up to the second 5. I feel like I got a lot of area to cover, so I maxed this cup out. First coat of primer is on. Coverage wasn't great. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, I added that to help with the exhausting the fumes. So we'll see how that helps. Not gonna lie, it looks like I went too fast over some areas, so this next coat, I'll make sure to pace myself and slow down. So, it looks like the sun's kind of trying to break through. The weather's like clearing up. This is nice. One thing I noticed when I was going in and out of the garage was I forgot the hood hinges. So I'm gonna wipe these down, hang them up where I have the gas door. Second coat of primer. Coverage is way better. I think I'm gonna do one more touch-up coat. Like I can see something right here through it. There's a little here. But like the jams I think are okay whatever. I mean, that's just old stuff. There's a run right there, but that will be covered, so I don't really care. Also a run there, but also that will be covered, although there is something right there. That will be visible. But a little touch up, I think one more, a touch up. And I don't think I'm doing the bottom of the hood anymore or the bottom of the trunk. But like, I'll call it like a touch up coat. And it looks like my day is cut short. Which in all honesty, wow, yeah. So you can see the rain, but in all honesty, it's probably like a godsend, because on that last touch-up primer coat. The gun was spraying out chunks of something, like, very randomly. Let's go check it out. Alright, I'm in here and it is definitely leaking very quickly. And shit, it's already on the paint or the primer. Damn, and it's fucking downpouring. I gotta go. And just in case you had any questions on how this held up in the rain, this is your answer. Take you on a tour. So the puddles come down and build up. Oh. Yeah, it's bad. I'm shutting it down. I got everything out. I'll assess the paint once everything dries. This car just does not want to be painted. First the bad paint mixture, and now this. This isn't a face of defeat. This is a face of determination. This car will be painted, but not in the rain. Maybe tomorrow. I'm supposed to go to a Cars and Coffee with the Supra. Maybe Monday. But it will happen.